Are you looking for the best USB-C monitors? In this video we will look at some of the best USB-C monitors. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Acer Nitro 15275K P3 BiPres. The best monitor with USB-C that we've tested is the Acer Nitro 15275K P3 BiPres. It has a 4K, 27-inch screen that's versatile for various usages. Its USB-C port delivers 90 W of power and supports DisplayPort Alt mode, so you can charge most laptops and display an image from your computer with a single cable. It also has two USB-A ports so you can connect other devices, but it doesn't have a KVM switch. However, what makes it better than most other USB-C monitors is that it has remarkable picture quality, and it's great if you want something for gaming, watching movies and shows, or just simply office work. It uses mini LED backlighting and has a decent local dimming feature so that it displays deep blacks with bright highlights, which is great for using it in a dark room. It even gets bright enough to fight glare if you want to use it in a well-lit room, and it has good reflection handling. Lastly, its high 4K resolution results in sharp text clarity, which is also ideal for any type of work that requires detailed images, like content creation. Number 2. Dell U4025QW. While most USB-C monitors support DisplayPort Alt mode, some have Thunderbolt, which is what Mac computers and some Intel-based laptops support. It has a few advantages over DisplayPort Alt mode, like higher power delivery and more bandwidth, but it isn't available on as many monitors. Regardless, if you're looking for a monitor with Thunderbolt support, check out the Dell U4025QW instead. It has a massive USB hub that includes 5 USB-C ports, with one acting as the primary port that supports Thunderbolt 4 and 140W of power delivery. It can charge even the most power-hungry laptops, and it has another USB-C port that supports Thunderbolt daisy chaining so you can connect a second monitor. It even has a KVM switch that makes it easy to multitask with different devices. Besides the extra features, it has a massive 40-inch screen with a 5120 by 2160 resolution, which is an ultra-wide 4K screen. This means there's plenty of space to work with, and it also has sharp text clarity. However, one downside is that it has worse picture quality than the Acer Nitro 15275K P3 BiPres, as it doesn't have mini LED backlighting, and blacks look gray in darkrooms. Number 3. Dell U2723QE. If you don't need the Thunderbolt support of the Dell U4025QW and you find the Acer Nitro 15275K P3 BiPres too much out of your price range, then check out the Dell U2723QE. It's a 4K, 27-inch monitor like the Acer, but there are a few differences. It has worse picture quality than the Acer because it doesn't use mini LED backlighting, and its local dimming feature performs terribly. Blacks look gray, and highlights don't pop in HDR, so if you care about that, it's worth spending more on the higher-end Acer. However, the main advantage of the Dell is that it has a bigger USB hub than the Acer with more features. It has 5 USB-A ports and 3 USB-C ports, one of which supports DisplayPort Alt mode with 90 W of power delivery. It also has a KVM switch and supports both picture-in-picture and picture-by-picture modes, which is great for multitasking with different devices. That said, if you don't need so many features, you can usually find the ASUS ProArt Display PA279CRV for less. It performs similarly and also supports DisplayPort Alt mode, but it doesn't have a KVM switch, and the USB hub is smaller. Number 4. Dell S2722QC. If you find the Dell U2723QE too expensive, consider a cheaper and lower-end option like the Dell S2722QC, which often goes on sale too. It has a smaller USB hub than the U2723QE, as it has 2 USB-A ports and a single USB-C port. However, it doesn't have a KVM switch, which is the main trade-off for getting something cheaper. That said, it still supports DisplayPort Alt mode and power delivery of up to 65 W, which is still enough power to charge smaller laptops but isn't enough to charge power-hungry laptops. It's good for productivity as it has picture-in-picture and picture-by-picture modes, which is great if you want to connect two sources. It's also a great choice if you need to use it in a well-lit office space, as it has good reflection handling and is bright enough to overcome glare. Lastly, it has wide viewing angles and fantastic ergonomics, so you can easily adjust the screen to an ideal viewing position and show content to someone next to you. Number 5. ASUS ProArt Display PA278CV. While you can find the Dell S2722QC at a budget-friendly price when it goes on sale, the ASUS ProArt Display PA278CV is another good option if you're on a budget and find the Dell slightly out of your price range. The main trade-off is that it has a lower 1440p resolution than the Dell, but while it has lower pixel density, the text clarity is still decent. Luckily, its USB-C port supports DisplayPort Alt mode in 65W of power delivery, so you can easily connect a smaller laptop to display an image and charge it using a single cable. Despite its low cost, it still has a few extra features, like its outstanding ergonomics that make it easy to adjust and a dedicated sRGB mode. This results in exceptional accuracy before calibration, as colors are accurate. Unfortunately, it doesn't support HDR, which is disappointing if you need that for video editing. If that's important to you, the Gigabyte M27Q Rev 2.0 is another budget option that supports HDR, but its USB-C port is limited to 10W of power delivery, which isn't enough to charge laptops. WQHD resolution, 2560 by 1440. The monitor offers a high-resolution WQHD display, providing sharp and detailed visuals for an enhanced viewing experience. IPS panel. The IPS, in-plane switching, panel technology ensures accurate color reproduction and wide viewing angles, allowing you to enjoy consistent and vibrant colors from different viewing positions.